minimum wage for the states, with respect to Lagos State and Edo. Otherwise, I feel the people's welfare should have been paramount, and they should have held on to it until the 1st of May, where they will break the story. But giving it hours before May Day, I think don't you think it's hasty?
Yeah, I think it is. To me, there must be some other reasons behind these steps the governors are taking. Not that normally.
Let me just point out something, that Lagos State's increment was around this time last week. It wasn't. It's not like a day yesterday thing. It was sometime last week, and I remember during the biting, while we were having this economic biting, when it was biting really hard before Nigerians got used to it, we also heard of states like we also heard of some states like Ekiti State after reducing their number of working days, also did something about the monies that they were paying their workers. So for Lagos State, some people are saying that they just followed, because of the people, because of the fact that fuel is increasing, electricity tariff is increasing, and all of that. But I'm still going to let you respond to wholesalers. I was just pointing that. Out.
I understand. You see, but one thing we need to understand is that these actions the governors are taking may not be in isolation to what the National Wage Committee, which was put up some months back by the current president, and what they may have come up to. It's not coincidental. It's not a coincidence that you have the two state governors come up with the same figure. It is a pointer to one simple fact that, look, maybe this is what may have been agreed to within that region. Remember, in this studio I said that I'm looking at the government coming up with I think 60,000, but it's not going to be far from that, 60, 70, 80 or 90, but I don't think it's even going to be up to 90,000. So it is not far from that. What
let me interrupt you there, please. Okay. That amount you're mentioning, is it for state workers or federal government workers?
I would say that it is for immediate 80,000 or so. I'm looking at federal. Normally the federal government workers get some little bit naira, some maybe 1,000 or 2,000 naira above what the state is paying. Some states have not even been able to pay the 35,000. Some states are paying 30. Some even paying 28,000. So we are looking at within that figure between 60, 70 and 80,000, but I'm looking at between 75 and 80,000. That's what the federal government is going to come back to. So there must be some kind of an agreement, especially among the political leaders. But I'm looking at the Lagos State on the reality of Lagos State is a lot more different from that of Edo State. The reality of Lagos State is maybe due to the crunching economic situations in a large city of Lagos. Lagos is a massive metropolis. People come from distances that are too far to walk. I have a friend of mine who's trying to get some offices in Lagos or government office. He said it's so difficult that he couldn't get some places in one location. Like you have a secretariat here. Most states have state secretariat where most of the ministries and agencies are. But in Lagos, it is far more different. And you know how difficult it is for you to even get from one point to the other. It is physically difficult. Except you are born and bred or you are used to living the life of Lagos, it is physically difficult. Then, not even to talk about the financial difficulty. Are you getting me? So, the reality of Lagos is far different. It may be simply because they are thinking about giving some kind of succor to the workers. Maybe that's why they are doing some of this, taking these steps. Even at that, Lagos State, 70,000 is in Lagos. If 70,000 in Lagos some years back was nothing. I have a friend of mine who work in Lagos who were being paid 60,000, but the distance to work was too far and they couldn't get an accommodation close to their offices. And they said the transportation takes away all the money. We are talking about when naira to a dollar was 300 and something naira. So that was it then. Then if you look at it now, even at that, it is not humane in Lagos State to pay. Lagos should be talking about 100,000+, maybe 150.
But I think they have the CNG buses out there.
I was going to ask your ideal amount, but let's talk about how realistic now. proposed amounts are, because we've heard of big figures like 400,000, 700,000 naira. You know, it's ranging from region to region.
Yes.
In fact, the TUC and the NLC are not even in one accord. One organization, one association is calling one number, the other is calling another figure, and all of that. So people are saying that these figures, these are and sustainable. So what's your take on that? Because some people are saying that with what we are facing now, even a million naira to buy fuel, to buy stuff in the markets for 1 month and all of that, and transport.
Yeah, you see, right now in Abuja, fuel is I think 1,000 plus a liter, and in
black market,
I don't know whether it's, I think it should be in the filling station.
No, it's black market. It's 800 naira. That's the filling station price.
Maybe that is the NNPC filling station. I don't know, but I'm telling you from information we are getting from Lagos. You know, I think Abuja was 900 and something. Lagos are talking about 1,000
naira
in Lagos. You know, so these wages. You know, the NSC and the TUC finally, I think they have come into agreement. They said 600 plus thousand, and it's simply a negotiating I mean point. That's what I was asked on the sister station. Is it you people are mad? Why are they saying this? I said no. That you go in with your position, you know, trying to create an advantage, you know, by coming up with a figure that is comfortable with you. And you, at the end of the day, the other man will come with a figure. The government may say this is what we are going to pay, and you come to an agreement at a midpoint. Are you getting me? So all of them are agreed on the 600 and something thousand naira as minimum wage, which actually should be far more realistic than what the Lagos state government now, which is a pointer to which even the federal government may go, and the Edo state government is going. Look, the dollar at the end of the day is going to stabilize by say about 2,000 naira to a dollar at the end, because right now, like and this thing are doing is simply to take money from where they are not supposed to take to fund the strengthening of the naira. You understand me? It is not real. It has no route through production, so it's not sustainable. You know, so but with this, look, if you listen to what Governor Obaseki said, he said that he was comparing some years back when workers were paid 18,000, the dollar was I think 120 naira or something like that. That it meant that an average Nigerian worker was going on with about $120 per month, and he now said compared the next one, which was I think 30,000 or 35,000, that a Nigerian worker was going on with about 90,000. And now looking at the current situation, even at 7, that a Nigerian worker is going on with about $57